Hello folks, this is Graham Walker coming to you live from the centre of the universe. I'm in Barnsley today. I'm actually at the Civic in Barnsley. We've got something very special, which is the Civic Garden Party. And this is going to be celebrating 10 years since it reopened, and it's got a fantastic autumn-winter programme as well. But it kicks off with this fantastic garden party, which is going to be on the 14th of September, which is a week tomorrow. And just to remind you, this is the Civic here in Barnsley, a very, very state-of-the-art looking building these days with these fantastic Mandela gardens where the garden party is going to be. And inside, of course, is the jewel in the crown, which is this fantastic theatre area venue. And actually, to tell us all about it today, I've got Ian from the Civic. Ian, thanks for inviting us down. This looks tremendous.
Oh, thank you, Graham, for the introduction. That was great. Yeah, so the Civic Garden Party, each year we annually put on an event in the garden for all the public in Barnsley. It's a free event where we programme world-class theatre, circus, dance, music occasionally. It's just a great family-friendly event. So we have the amazing ticker tape parade with their show Fantabulosa.
Well,
which is
let me just, I've actually got a fantastic picture here, because this is not just any old ticket parade, these are drag artists.
Yes, indeed, yes. This is some of the UK's best drag artists that have created a show specifically for children. So it's a drag show for children. It's designed for people 3+ and their families. People can come and get dressed up, have glitter put on them, do a bit of karaoke, and actually listen to a real positive story about inclusion.
Well, I'll tell you what, everybody's talking about Jamie at present, aren't they, in Sheffield?
Indeed, they are, yes.
You can come down and keep that thing going.
Yeah, so it's an outdoor drag show for children. It is fantastic. Yeah. It's a real treat.
That's only one of many things. Tell me about the circus acts.
Okay, yeah, so we have Gossamer Circus, so Gossamer Thread Circus. They are going to be performing on the evening, but during the day there are some circus shorts, I call them, so little snippets of aerial work or kind of contortion or street theatre, really.
Well, I've got a picture here of a guy, I think he's called Bendy, and he's got
Bendini, yes.
And he's got his leg up behind it. I mean, this picture, we've had to crop it to put it on here, but it's just...
Yeah, in fact, I think he was in Disney's Dumbo recently.
Was he really?
Yeah, he had a short part in Disney's Dumbo just last year, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people saw that. And just remind us to kick the day off as well, you've got a couple of great characters.
Edmund and Hillary. Edmund and Hillary. Now, Edmund and Hillary are characters created by Mark Productions. Mark Productions are actually based in Barnsley, here at the Civic. They are an outdoor street theatre company that have been going for 25 years. So they've probably toured and performed in hundreds, if not thousands, of festivals and events across the UK. And yeah, they are basically some crazy Victorian explorers that are going to be marching around the gardens and marching around Barnsley Town Centre, engaging with the public.
That's right. I think what they're going to be doing, they're going to be actually on it. Is it 10:30 when it starts?
Yes, 10:30.
To give people a bit of an introduction to the day as well.
Yeah. So the event starts at 10:30, runs till 4:30 in the gardens, and that's followed by a circus cabaret act in the Civic in itself at 6:30 in the evening.
Yeah, I'm just again showing it's the Mandela Gardens, which are just outside of the Civic at the back here, aren't they?
Yes,
as well? So really easy to get to.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes up from the train station and the bus station. It's right bang in the centre of Barnsley.
And of course, this is what we're talking about, the Civic Garden Party. Now, Ian, this is 10 years since I remember the Civic as a little kick with the pantos and the great shows that you had here. It's all changed. Just tell me a little bit about the Civic these days.
Yeah, so the Civic, it's a contemporary art centre right bang in the centre of Barnsley. We programme a range of events: theatre, dance, circus, music, comedy, poetry. I said dance. We also have a visual arts exhibition programme that we curate work which tours around the country, but also actually it sits in our art centre and our gallery space itself.
And some of that you're taking outside in terms of what you're doing on the day, and then you've got some other community engagement. We're going to talk about that later as well with some of your colleagues. But one of the other, it looks amazing. You were telling me about it earlier. We've been talking about obviously all the fun that you're going to be having down here, but we've got one thing. I'm just going to bring that up. This is it, Piff Paff.
Piff Paff Theatre. So Piff Paff Theatre, they're based in Sheffield, but they are actually an outdoor touring company that create bizarre, sculptural, entertaining kind of shows, really. So the show that they're bringing to us is called Seed. It's about a chap called Wilfred, and it's set in the distant future where he is protecting the last seeds of the trees and trying to grow them and bring them to life. But unfortunately, there are some crazy, dangerous slugs out there that are trying to eat his seedlings, really. So it's a lovely family-friendly show.
This is going to be great, and let's remind everybody, this is all happening in one day and it's all free.
Yeah, free. It's Saturday the 14th of September, 10:30 till 4:30 in Barnsley, and it's all free.
And there's another act I think I wanted to talk about as well, called Zest.
Yeah, Zest Theatre.
Zest?
So Zest Theatre, they bring a show called First Person, which is basically a competition between two characters about who can achieve happiness first. And the audience sit and listen to headphones, so it's a headphone piece where they follow these characters around the gardens and around the town and trying to kind of vote for who they want as their favourite kind of competitor to achieve happiness.
Fantastic. So if people want more information about this, I'm just going to throw it up. I think you've got the website's a good...
Yeah, so it's barnsleycivic.co.uk. It shows the garden party, but then also all the rest of our events across the season as well.
You've also, I think, going in the end, I think you've got a brochure that you produce as well. Can you just hold that up a little? So
yes, no problem. So there we are. It's our 10th anniversary. So nice little bit of a kind of...
So obviously people can get copies of that as well.
Yeah,
And also just remind me about your social media, because you're very
so you can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, so at Barnsley Civic, on any of them platforms you should be able to find us.
I've just got up here, it's the Civic Barnsley on Facebook, and I think on Twitter I think it's Barnsley Civic.
Yes.
But you can't go wrong, can
you?
No,
if you type in Barnsley Civic, you'll find either of them on all the platforms.
So, you know, we're actually broadcasting this out throughout the region, and I guess, you know, this is not just for Barnsley folk, this is for families, isn't it?
Yeah, well, families from around the region, kind of Barnsley is really accessible. So if you're coming from public transport from Sheffield, it's 25 minutes on the train. Obviously, if you are driving in on the Saturday, Barnsley Town Centre has free parking for 3 hours, so you can pop down on Saturday afternoon and park for free and come and get some entertainment. And
when I describing the hidden jewel in the crown of South Yorkshire a little bit here, I'm just again reflecting on a fantastic picture we've got of the theatre. It's quite intimate, but boy, do you get big names down.
Oh yeah, we've had some great people in there. So last season we had Ian McKellen was on with us. Who we've got coming up this season? Comedian Mark Watson. We've got Dave Johns, who is in I, Daniel Blake. That's on Sunday the 15th, so just after the garden party.
Ken Loach film.
Yeah, Ken Loach film, yeah. So, yeah. And actually Ken Loach is one of our patrons.
He is, isn't he? Yeah, and I know that, you know, there are going to be other opportunities, so I think it's a question of just looking out and again, just checking that website address and keeping an eye on what's happening.
Yeah, please do.
There's some great things in Barnsley. But first of all, we've got this big garden party, so just remind us why you're doing it to celebrate its anniversary.
Yeah, so the Civic Garden Party, we do actually every year. Really kind of, the Civic is about giving great opportunities to engage with the art for the members of the public in Barnsley and the surrounding region. So we're passionate about just making them opportunities happen. So we provide a free, family-friendly entertainment day really at the beginning of each season in September.
And again, I'm just going to remind people that it's a kickstart as well, isn't it? Because you've got a great programme of activity that's happening throughout the autumn.
Yeah, so
and that's called Our North hashtag.
Yes, Our North hashtag, yeah. So a lot of the work throughout the next season is all about Northern culture and Barnsley culture and actually about Northern artists, really celebrating all the great work that we've got up here.
Yeah, and what, can you just give me a bit of a flavour? Tell me some of the things that are going to be happening.
Oh yes, so one thing that I do each season actually is something called New Work Weekend, where I'll programme and curate 4 new emerging artists from the region and help support them, put together a package of work really, which is almost like a mini festival in itself. So the ticket prices are really accessible and it's about giving the chance to expose new artists to the region. Yeah,
well, I must admit, I think it's all on the can in terms of your title. I'm just putting up again. So you're head of programming and artist development.
And artist development, yes.
It's important that we don't just reflect on big names like Ian McKellen, but we actually have new breaking artists.
Yeah, indeed, yes. One of the things that we do here at the Civic is a scheme called CARP, which is Civic Artist Residency Programme, in which we help support emerging artists in the region. And we provide them a bursary, some space to explore with new ideas, explore their process really in a safe and nurturing environment, with the hope that that support and nurture will help them develop new work for the future.
And in terms of the 10th anniversary of Barnsley Civic, I mean, obviously its history goes back a lot further than that.
Oh yes.
Do you actually, have you got any exhibitions here, or do you actually you look back at its legacy?
We do actually. So every season we'll actually do an open day and a heritage day, so we get people to come in and actually see the venue as it is now and actually talk about how it was in the past. But we also link with the local community, so on our staircase there's always an exhibition which is linked to the local community. The current one is about Barnsley markets, and so we do quite a lot for the local kind of heritage, really.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Well, thanks for your time today. Thanks for telling everybody about it.
No, you're welcome.
We'll just remind everybody with a couple of slides again. So here we are, it's the Civic Garden Party. It's not just any old Civic Garden Party. It's the Civic in Barnsley, and it's its 10th anniversary garden party, which is celebrating 10 years since its grand reopening. And then that will be leading to, again, some fantastic work that's going to be taking place through the autumn and winter. If you want more details on that, then just check out the website, which is www.barnsleycivic.co.uk. As far as the day itself is concerned, again, just reflecting on that fabulous garden party, some great things happening. I can't wait to meet these two characters, Edmund and Hilary, who are going to be Victorian-esque characters who are going to be exploring the garden party when it first opens at 10:30 and taking us round and showing us what's what. And then there's the Gossamer Circus with some fantastic eye wire acts. And also, I can't wait to meet the great Ben Deany, I think he's called.
Indeed, yes, yeah.
So we've got that character there, which looks fantastic. And then, of course, the ticker tape parade with Fantabulosa, which is some of Britain's top drag artists who are actually going to be just actually putting a lot of colour, a lot of sparkle, and no doubt a lot of glitter into what's going to be a fabulous day. Also got this fantastic outdoor theatre presentations, including Piff Paff, who take the high profile theatre into unusual places. And also this sounds fascinating when it sounds like we're bringing a game show, a computer show almost to life by this theatre called Zest. So some great things happening. Ian, thanks for taking us through all that. Have a great day and a great birthday on Saturday, September the 14th, which is a week tomorrow. Anything else you just want to mention there to people?
I just want to say thank you, Graham, and we look forward to seeing you down there. Yes, come along, bring the family, it'll be a fun day out.
That's fantastic. And I'll just leave you with the final details there. That's the Civic Garden Party. So enjoy the rest of your Friday, folks. Have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. But remember, next weekend, on Saturday, 14th of September, get yourself over to Barnsley and come down for this fantastic fun day out. It's free. This is Graham Walker signing off. Thanks a lot, folks. See you soon.